When you have to look at the Mumbai Test, there are certain heroes who stole the limelight. Rishabh Pant, Ajaz Patel, Will Young, and to a certain extent even Glenn Phillips. But we are missing two important names here, the umpires. Richard Kettleborough and Michael Gough, if you have to look at the high pressure cauldron that was there in Mumbai, they did a commendable job about it. Now I understand that there were a lot of trends, the umpiring in this game was not up to the mark because of what happened with the Rishabh Pant situation. But honestly, if you have to look at it, it is a matter of perspective then. Because to my naked eye, the ball had a deflection and he was out. The spike was slightly higher as compared to when he was near the bat. So, this is a matter of perspective. But if you look at the number of DRS calls that were taken, and on top of that, when you look at the current situation, you have to say that the umpires did a commendable job about it. A 70% success rate, especially when technology has got so much scrutiny, is a clear-cut indication that yes, the umpires need to be applauded. Because thrust yourself in that position, if there is so much scrutiny, pressure will happen and mistakes will happen. But the umpires, credit to them, got most of their things right. So here is the chronology of what were the decisions in which DRS had to be taken and how the umpires responded to it. So the first major decision was Akashdeep to Conway. Now Conway was given out and Conway decided to review. DRS showed that the umpire was correct, and that is why this particular thing, the first major decision of DRS that was taken in the test match, the umpires got it right. Now, the next major instance was Washington Sundar to Will Young. Now, originally it was given not out. The Indians decided to review it, and DRS once again sided with the umpires because it was proven that it was not out. Now, the only time in that first innings of New Zealand when it was overturned at the very beginning, Ash to Mitchell, 39.1. Ashwin had seemed to have gotten Daryl Mitchell out, but then Mitchell opted for the DRS. It proved that Mitchell was correct. And that is why, because he got the glove and he was given out LBW. When you get a glove, the umpire has to overturn the decision because it can't be given out LBW. 59.5, Ashwin to Mitchell. Again, the Indians appealed, it was given not out, but the decision was again correct. So, out of the 4 in this, 3 were proven correct. One was a decision because obviously if you get the glove when you're reverse sweeping, it does ensure that okay, the umpires may have been distracted by it. Sundar to Ajaz Patel, when you look at 65.4, he was given out, Ajaz reviewed, but the decision was correct. Ajaz to Siraj, remember the famous night watchman who came out? Siraj decided to review a plumb LBW and DRS proved it correct. He was out. East Sodhi to Rishabh Pant. Now even that was a very close call, but Pant reviewed, the decision was correct. Ajaz to Sundar, it was not out. New Zealand took a review out of desperation. The DRS proved it was correct because they wanted to get Sundar out, but Sundar had taken the decision and that is why DRS was correct. So the umpires, all 4 in this particular side. So far when you are looking at it, 7 out of 8 decisions were totally correct. However, in the next bit what happened? Akashdeep to Latham. When Akashdeep bowled the first over, he was given out LBW, but Latham immediately reviewed. It showed that there was an inside edge. So the umpire got that one incorrect. Ashwin to Mitchell, 21.1. It was a not out, but DRS proved it was correct. So that's why another strike to the umpires. Jadeja to Ajaz. Now that was a problem. Jadeja, it was given out, but DRS showed that there was no bat involved. And that is why it was going down as well. So that's why it was an incorrect decision. Phillips to Jaiswal. Now that also was proven correct because Jaiswal, it seemed that the ball had hit the pad first and then the bat. So unfortunately, even if the LBW was not considered, there was bat. So that's why he was anyway out caught. Aajaz to Pant. Now that was the turning point. It was given not out, but then unfortunately what happened? It was simply the ball hitting the bat. There was a marginal spike, and that is why he was given out. There was a notable deflection. That's what the third umpire said. There is a notable deflection, and that's why he's out. Phillips to Ash. Now he was given out. Ash was trying to reverse sweep. The ball hit the glove. Michael Gough gave it out. And that is why, if you look at it, total of 14 DRS decisions, 10 were correct, 4 were incorrect. So that is why a success rate of 70%, you have to hail them, because you have to ensure that the umpires get the credit, because it's very easy to target the umpires in the age of technology. Do you think the umpires did a commendable job? You can write to us in the comments below. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.